me, Vanguard means quality. Vanguard is a brand that people trust to be right the first time, produce a high quality engine that will last them for years.
We think it says quality, and that's what we want people to see. That's what our customers expect out of it. I think quality is the big, to break it down to one word, I think that would be it.
This is an engine that we want to build without mistakes. And that's the purpose of us investing the money and the time. And I know personally I've put a lot of time into programming that line. Hours, days, months, more than a year.
When I hear the word Vanguard, I think of heavy-duty industrial, commercial type engines, and I think that's what our customers come to expect from it when they hear that word.
These engines make these people's lives. That's what they're for. And they rely on these engines as part of their products to never go down, no downtime.
Vanguard is associated with quality and power, and I think that being a part of something that is high quality, great quality, just makes you really proud.
The importance of bringing the Vanguard line back to the United States is to being closer to the domestic commercial market. Within the domestic manufacturing facilities, there was an open footprint that provided for how do we best utilize our facilities in Auburn and Statesboro.
Bringing the commercial line and developing the commercial line in the Auburn plant has really shifted our focus here and being the world-class model for what commercial engines should be.
It really allows us to build to the demands of the commercial market, knowing that that's a much higher demand put on the engine, a lot higher quality requirements, so allows us to meet those expectations.
I believe the product does get better when you make it here because you have more control of it here. You have a better ear to the product. When it gets out in the field, you're closer to your customers, your end customers, and you get a lot faster feedback than you would if you were making a product abroad.
With our vendors and our suppliers being in our backyard, obviously you don't have the long lead times from shipping parts from, say, China or Japan, where you might have a 3-month lead time. You can actually react a lot faster because you don't have to keep that inventory.
It's a high technology product that's going in high technology equipment, and the technology on that line certainly mirrors that. You walk in behind an operator and realize that you can see right there on the screen what's going on, and the operator can see that. I think people are sometimes surprised by the amount of technology that goes into it.
The Ujigami system that we're using is very advanced.
It's basically a system that gives instructions for the operator to do their job. So whenever engine or part comes to them, they have to scan a barcode or scan a serial number, and it'll display whatever type of model we're running and give them instructions for that particular engine. We
also have electronic DC torque controllers out there, and Ujigami records each one of those torques as we fasten the bolt onto the engine. And it also will not let the operator go to the next screen if we do not get a good torque. So all of that is rolled into informing the operator, keeping them error-proofing, and then recording data so we can track performance moving forward and do continuous improvement.
The process for the Vanguard Production Center is unique into itself. It's new to the Briggs & Stratton manufacturing model. It's taking standard work to a new level. It's ensuring that all of our operators, regardless of what task they're performing, are performing it identical to everyone else.
It really helps with training of operators, new operators that are integrated in the line, prevents them from making mistakes.
We wanted to build, a first-class engine, and we wanted a first-class line. On these new lines, you've got nice computer screens that have all the instructions on the screen for them. It's all integrated. It all changes automatically depending on the BOM. So when that engine order gets loaded, the correct information gets loaded on the screen automatically. So the operator knows exactly what they're going to build. They know the exact steps. We're using all electric tools. So every joint that's torqued on that engine, we have positive feedback. So we know we reach the correct torque every time. And that information is recorded. We've taken the top of the line technology we could find, we've applied it to this line, so we can make the best engine possible.
Best thing about the line, I think, is that we have really good operators and service techs. They have such an in-depth knowledge of the engine. They could build the engine from start to finish and test it.
And people come in, especially dealers, they're all very impressed with the quality of workmanship that we have here in the Auburn plant. We have highly knowledgeable, skilled workers putting our engines together.
There's accountability in the screen because they badge in and we know which operator is being run at that station, and they take ownership. So it's been positive. They know that they're taking pride in what they're building, and they can really step through and know that, okay, my name is associated with that engine that's going out the door.